There it is. I just cruised it around the block right now, and it does work. What up, gang? We got some packages that came in. We're gonna be putting it in the Caprice. I'm gonna show you what it is right now. We got the digital dash that came in. It's the set right here. And this is what it came with. This is the digital panel right here. These are the parts, I guess, like the sensors and stuff. And these are like some tinted lenses. This is the plastic that you peel this off. And then the instructions as well. This is my first time doing it too, so we're gonna learn together right here, gang. All right, we gotta, first things first, we gotta remove this dash, this cover right here. It's just some screws right there, the other side. And you should have some up here too as well. But since I don't have my dashboard on, the dash tap, so it should come right out because I don't even have those screws in on right now. I'm gonna cut y'all back on right now. I'm gonna get this stuff and I remove it. All right, I took out the screws. So this is this plastic cover. Comes right out. We're gonna stash this back here so it don't get damaged. Next, we're gonna take off this right here. I believe it has screws on the top, and I believe some down here. So we're gonna have to take this off as well. All right, I went ahead and took off the screws. They were just Phillips up there, and size 10mm right there in that corner, and the other one was over here in that corner right there. So it's already out. I'm gonna go ahead and remove this bottom one because I think there's maybe some connections on there still. So let's see what's. Take out these screws right here. They're Phillips. I'm gonna remove this and see what's going on back there. Maybe there's some wires. All right, I got it off. And that's what we're looking like. So I'm gonna drop the steering column so we can get some wires out, which is this bolt here and that bolt right there. They're 15mm, I believe. Check it out. Yeah, 15. So I'm gonna do this, drop it, and I'm gonna undo the shifter cable. And then I'm gonna unplug the wires that connect the actual cluster so that way I can pull it out. So let me cut you back on right now. Oh, by the way, the shift cable for the shifting is this one right here. I don't know if you can see it. This one right here. I marked it with a Sharpie, so when I take it off, I know exactly where to put it back. So the shifting cable's exactly how it was. I believe it just comes right off with a flat head. See, I just pushed it a little bit with a flat head and it's already coming off. I marked it, so it's the exact spot. I'm gonna put it back. There it is. Now I'm gonna get to those 15mm bolts. I'll cut y'all back on right now. All right, took those bolts out like I said, right there. That one's over here. Now the steering wheel has some room. And now we can pull out this dash right here. We can pull it forward towards me. But it still has the speedo cable on there, the speedometer cable. So I'm gonna have to reach my hand behind there and undo it. You can see back there, that's the cable right there, that black cable right there. I'm gonna follow it with my hand. I'm gonna finagle it, finesse it. Let's see, I feel the connection. I'll cut y'all back right now and I'll show you how I did it. I'm gonna need two hands for this. All right, guys, I went ahead and took it out already. I'm gonna show you how I did it. So that the speedo sensor is right here. It's this one here, and this is another connection. I think it's for the lights or something like that, or maybe the directionals. So This one goes connected right here. So that wire goes in right here, and once you push it in, it clips in. To take it out, you have to reach my finger, because I don't have that much space. It's probably like this much space. So I actually use my middle finger, I believe. I just push this down because it was in my way. Just little like plastic stuff it has right here. I think it's for like connections. So I just put my finger right here on this clip, pushed it down like that, and it releases. So with these other two fingers, you can push it out while you're holding it down. So if you use this one, if you use this finger, all you have is your thumb. So I use my middle finger, pushed it down, and I use these two right here, and I grabbed it and I just pulled it out. And then for this wire here, which is this one, it goes right here. I didn't know it had a screw, but it's a 6mm screw right there. And I use a little baby ratchet, this one with a 6mm, and I just undid it, and it comes right out. This one here, and this is the 6mm. So next steps is gonna be routing all the wires and sensors. All right, guys, now I'm outside the car. I'll be working here in this desk. I'm gonna remove all this right here and put the new digital cluster or whatever in place of that. All it has is a few screws, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I think it has some up here. A 1/4 inch. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna go ahead and take that off, and cut y'all back right now once I set it in. Save the screws also. All right, took out the screws, and the things just literally just popped off. This thing goes on top like that. It looks like it has like this whole connection thing going on here. Just undo these bulbs and it should come right out like that. Cut y'all back right now when I put it back on. Okay, so right here, these wires back here, they hit this plastic piece on this little bezel. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this. See what I could cut it, maybe just some snips or something. Make a hole around this area so the wires can pass through with no issue, and that way they don't get cut up in the future. They don't get pinched. All right, guys, I got it in already. Look, I ended up cutting that piece right there to run the wires. I actually use a Dremel, and there's other wires come through here, and the other one's right here. This is for the speedometer. This is the tach. So I ended up using 2 screws, one right there, the other one right there, because the other ones didn't line up. So, but it's pretty good. It's not wiggly or nothing. It's on there. Now I'm gonna start matching up the wires. This is gonna be tough, but I'll figure it out, and I'll write all the colors down, so y'all know which colors go where on the car. And I actually got the manual right here. I'm gonna go study it for a little bit, and I'll cut you back on once I get it almost wired up, so I can see it work. All right, guys, so what I'm doing is I'm putting these little things on these ends. I actually already put them on the ones that I know for a fact. Well, I'm like 90% sure I know where they go. And on the other side, inside the car, I'm gonna go ahead and put the male side, which kind of look like this, like going there. So it's a quick and clean install. Then I go ahead and wrap these so they can not contact each other, so this metal will not be exposed. All right, guys, so I got this pink wire coming from the dash, and this black one going to the black one from this plug. I just cut them off. So this pink one goes to this pink with the black line coming from the car. You can see it. It's hard to tell, but this is pink with the black line. This is a solid like hot pink. And this is black with the black, which was on the plug. It was those two, number 6 and number 7. I don't know if you can see it. Number 6 and number 7. So hopefully if I turn the key, this should light up. There it goes. So we got power, so that's good. So it's just reading, it's not reading anything probably, maybe just the volts. All right, so that we got that down. All right, so now what I put is the gray with black from the new dash, the digital, to the light blue from the actual car, and the gray with the white with the dark blue coming from the car. Those should be the turn signals. So let me see. So this is left. Yeah, the green light turned on, and this is right. Yep, got it. All right, guys. Next, what I did was I grabbed the yellow line, or the wire, the yellow wire that comes from the new digital dash, and I connected it to the solid pink that comes from the car. Solid pink. And then I grabbed the black and yellow, which is the ground for the fuel, and the yellows for the fuel, the positive reading. And I put it to a black wire, which was number 4 on my plug. It's just a solid black one. And let's see what it does. I think it should mark my fuel now. Before it was saying 0. Yep, it's almost half tank. See, it says 47 right there at the fuel. It used to say 0, so now it's marking it. All right, guys, the next one I did was this purple wire coming from the new dash, and it connects to this gray, solid light gray wire coming from the car. This gray one is supposedly for the dimmer. Let's see what it does. So that's how bright it is right now that I'm using this dimmer switch right here. Let's see if it does a difference. Oh yeah, yeah it does. Yep, that's the dimmer. So that's the easy one. Let's see what I got next. I'm just going off this chart, guys. And I got a light tester right here. I'm just grounding it right here, and I'm just picking to see what works with what. But when I'm done with it, I'll leave y'all a chart. This is a 1985, so I don't know if it's the same with all of them, but it's what's working with me for me right now. All right, guys. Next, I'm underneath the car right now. That's the transmission right here. That's the speed cable or whatever. And I'm going to remove that one. That's the old school mechanical one, and it comes with, in the kit, it comes with this one right here. You just take that one off, put it in that same spot, tighten it, and then on the other side we have this pigtail. It just clips right into there. Then you run your leads into your new digital dash. I'm gonna cut you back on right now. I'm gonna take it off, and then I'll cut you back on once I have it on. All right, guys. I took out the old sensor, and I put on the new one right there. The old one went right there. Just unscrew this part right here. Comes out. And the new one's right there. Alright, gang. I'm gonna do the temperature sensor next. This is how it came in the kit. But this fitting right here is too big for the intake I have, so it don't fit. So I went to the hardware store and I bought these adapters. So I'm gonna go ahead. This is a little bit smaller. This is the one that fits. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some Teflon on this one, and then this is how this came. This is not Teflon. It's like a paint or something. I'm gonna go ahead and set this up and then put it in the car. All right, I got this all put together. Next is the pigtail that goes right there. The kit came with this stuff right here. So this one slides right in there. Slides in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the rubber pieces that go in there, and then these, I guess, slide in there. You have to put your own wire. These things right here. The pins, I think they're called. So I'm gonna put that together also real quick. Might cut y'all back right now. All right, here it is right here. The pigtail I made. Pretty easy. So now I'm gonna go ahead and install the sensor with the pigtail. All right, it's in. All right, next I'm gonna run the speed cable. Got the red, black, and white 16 gauge. I bought it from Home Depot. Tied it into the pigtail. I'm going to need the car, plug it in, and run it through so it come out in my dash right there. All right, guys, I ran the wire from the transmission. I'm still gotta cover that with some of that plastic stuff. It goes all the way around. I just followed the same line that the old speed cable went through. It even had like a little grommet in the firewall. Came out through here. So these are the 3 wires from the transmission. This is the power and the negative from the temperature. And I still need to run the oil sensor. But I done made a mess already. So I'm gonna cut you back out right now. I may start working on it tomorrow because it's getting kind of late. But I want to do everything in one video so you guys could just watch this one video and do it the same at your crib or do it yourself. But yeah, I put these things on already. All right, I got the dash out and I'm gonna put the bezel on, but I noticed something. When you put this thing on right here, it goes like that. Covers, this thing covers. So I'm gonna cut it right here and fold it down. And I'll cut you back out right now. I'm just gonna cut it with these snips real quick. Right, went ahead and cut it. It's pretty clean, can't even tell. It goes like that. Now you can see the whole gauges. I'm gonna go ahead and put that plate that came with it. It's like a plexiglass. These right here. You put it on first, then you cover it with that. It's like tinted. Cut your back out right now. All right, guys, it's the next morning, and I got the dash in already with that tinted lens. I ran the wires through. They're right here from the dash. And this is from the car, and the plug from the car. So I just gotta plug them in how they were. Put everything back and see how it works. Hopefully I got everything right. All right, guys, I got it in. There it is. I just cruised it around the block right now, and it does work. The fuel, the temperature works. That works. The RPMs, I haven't put them on yet. The volts work, and the oil doesn't work yet. And for the tach meter, I ran that white wire straight to the distributor. It says tach right there. It didn't have nothing at all in there. I just put one of these little connections on the end of that wire, and it has like a little prong, and it just goes right in. Then I ran it through the firewall and connects to the white wire in the digital dash in there. There it is, guys. Works. All right, gang, next I'm gonna install this oil pressure switch or sensor. I see the G and the S. I guess that's ground and signal. So I already put these things on. I'm gonna put the wires in, crimp them, and I'm gonna go ahead and install it right underneath the oil filter. I'm gonna show y'all right now. Let me get this ready. Guys, I got them on already. I'm gonna go underneath the car, and I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do it. All right, guys, there's the sensor, the old one. So I had to unscrew it. I was trying to do it the other day, but I couldn't because it's a special socket, which I have. It's this one right here. And then it come out as almost like They're like 15 bucks actually. So I'm gonna go ahead and undo it, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put the new one in. I'll cut y'all back right now. And there it is, guys. Take out the old sensor, or switch, whatever you call it, and then I'm about to put the new one in. So it looks like they're two different sizes. I just noticed it. So I'm gonna have to go get an adapter for this one, so it could be like that. Oh well. All right, guys. So I couldn't find the part to adapt it to fit this car. Oh, I haven't gone to a lot of stores, but so if I would have had it on already and ran the wires, the red side from the oil pressure switch underneath the car would have went to the orange wire from this dash, and the black side from the oil pressure sender unit thing would have went to the black with orange line coming from the digital dash. But I'm gonna get it on though. But everything else is working. I'll give you an update in another video. But see, everything's working. The oil just reading 99 right now, but that ain't accurate. It's not even plugged in. Well, yeah, gang, that's gonna wrap up this video. If you guys have any questions, man, just leave a comment and I'll try to help you guys out. And man, if I could do it, I'm pretty sure you guys could do it, because I didn't know anything about this wiring stuff, but I figured it out. And I think all GMs are basically the same thing. The 80s, like G-Body, the B-Body, Caprices, Impalas and stuff like that. And probably even some of the trucks. But anyways, I'll holla at y'all.